Hey guys, it's JH, welcome to Practice Tee. Okay, as usual we're following on with channel lock and just updates and additions and evolutions of what I'm doing with my channel lock. Okay guys, one of the really important things with channel lock, because we're playing the ball so far back in the stance and we're really trying to keep the shoulders closed so we're hitting into out, there's very much a deliberate, propensity to fire everything out there. Okay, now you want to do that, but you don't want to take any of this out there. The only thing that's going out there should be the club head to the ball. We don't want any of us going out there. We want to stay here and fire the club out there. Now how do we do that? In the downswing, and one of the principles that Mo Norman had, the world's greatest ball striker, one of the things that really made a difference in his golf swing was what he termed counterbalancing, or I termed it for him. I saw it in his golf swing and I mentioned it to him. I said, Mo, the club's going here, you're going there. The buttock here, staying back here. We've got a counterbalance effect. We've got the energy and the inertia going out there with the club, and we've got the buttock and the rest of the body resisting that. Because if you fire all that inertia out there with the club guy, very easy to do that. If you do that, you can't release the club and you'll just go too far forward. You need to be able to fire the club out there and get the arms extended as much as they possibly can get extended away from you when you hit it. You want to get that sort of look about you. There. You want to get that sort of look about you. Now Mo Norman had it in spades. Mo was here. Side on, Mo looked like that. He had his trail leg inside his lead leg. What does that mean? It means that this mass here was back here. You can't get your trail leg inside your lead leg if your mass is not back there. If you move it forward, it goes there. When I say trail leg inside and the heel down, that's the indicator that that's where it was. So we've got a counterbalance. And the way to get that, guys, I mean, I've got a 6-iron here, but just get a shorter club, and just hit a couple of shots where you get into that position there and you're just doing this. You're feeling the weight driving down that trail side into the buttock this way. The weight's going there. It's not firing forward. There's none of that in the channel lock golf swing. We don't want any body rotation radially. We'll get that as an effect, but we don't want to have it as an intention. We want to feel an actual fact that we're here in the golf swing. So just get a shorter club, get here, sit down in the shot and just hit a shot where you get back here. Now that's exaggerated, but that's where I want to, that's the actual feel I want to have in my golf swing, but not to that convoluted extent. But that is actuality of the weight going down that trail side. That is actuality. There's no question about that. So how do we get that? Well guys, from the top of the swing, once we're firing here, this is moving this way. I'm doing that. I'm moving that into my right buttock, into my trail heel, there, and into my trail knee, and I'm keeping this flexed here. Now one of the really important things in channel lock, guys, is the soggy knees. And I'm guilty of it like anybody else. When you're working on stuff, you get away from it. But I know when my ball striking goes off a bit because the club is not at ball level long enough in the stroke when this lead leg straightens early. I have to feel like in the golf swing that it's there. Look, there's a lot of Mo Norman in this golf swing, and frankly, I think if Mo Norman had played the ball back off his trail foot, he would have invented channel lock and not me. Because all the stuff that he has in his golf swing is channel lock. He has his shoulders closed, he has his weight back here. Okay, he slides here, which we don't do in channel lock, but all those, associated looks and energy transfers are very, very similar in the closed shoulders and the head back, the 5 o'clock nose, big time. And it would have been interesting. I mean, I didn't know about channel lock at all when I was seeing Mo. I had no idea. So it would have been interesting to say, well, Mo, what do you think about playing the ball back there? It would have been an interesting question and an interesting result or answer to that question, I would suggest. So here, yeah, we want the soggy knees, guys, very much that. Head back. Oh, now the other thing, when we're talking about the extreme ball position, be careful if you go extreme, if you go past the trail foot, anything past the trail foot is extreme. If that is trail foot positioning there, that's extreme. Now, in having that ball back there, don't let the hands stay here. You don't want them back here. You want to be hanging out in space, reaching for the golf ball here. That's where you want to be. You don't want to be here. You don't want the hand. You want to be out there. So you're actually sort of hanging out in space to get to that golf ball. That's what you're doing. You're sort of, here we are here. That's normal. That's normal there. This is extreme. Here. So I've got to put my hands out here. What I'm basically doing, guys, is just stepping away from my hand position. I'm going here, but I'm not changing the hand position. As I step forward for extreme, I'm not taking my hands with it. The hands are staying there. They've got to feel like they're hanging out in space. And a bit of this upper body is hanging out in space. Now the counterbalance is really important. No question about that. So counterbalance is lower half moving this way while arms are moving that way. Is this a free arm swing as opposed to a body activated swing? Absolutely. The body is just playing a supporting role. Mo Norman said to me the first time I met him, he said, my golf club balances me. And I said, what does that mean? He said, well, I fire the golf club and the body responds to the firing of the golf club and the arms moving out there. He said they get into a position where they balance me against the inertia and the throw of the golf club. Mo had it all. He knew all about it. He had it all. Here. Okay, so extreme is there, here, but we've got the hands here, soggy knees, and we're just going to balance that trail. Look at that, guys. Now, I'm back here, and that's where I want to be. If I could hit the ball for the rest of my life back there, and I couldn't care less what anybody else says. Look at that guy hanging back. And then I would probably have one of my people there beside the guy and tap him on the shoulder and say, that guy that you're pointing at that's hanging back, look where his ball's going. It's knocking the paint off the flag. Maybe you should hang back there. You might hit it straight. Over-exaggeration. But the reality is that there will promote a free arm release and a counterbalance. So here, if we want to do extreme, here we step forward, the hands stay out in space, we pre-turn, and we're going to keep counterbalanced. Here. Guys, if I could get there for the rest of my life, I'd be happy. I don't care what it looks like. I know what that looks like. I know what that ball flight looks like. It's fantastic. Absolutely sensational. And I must say that I just don't get that contact when I don't do that. I've only got to move forward a little bit and I don't get that type of contact. Why? Because I can't release the club fully. That's the reality of that. I'm only just now, guys, coming to grips with this with this grip, with this new grip change, the fist grip and the split grip. I'm only just coming to grips with it now. And it's only now just starting to feel, you know, like half natural. Still a long way to go to be natural because I've had millions of swings with an overlap. But yeah, just change the direction a little bit here. Here we go here. That's extreme. Hands back here. Preload. And stay back. When you've got both feet on the ground and you've got your trail vertical axis back there, When you can do that in a practice swing, you know you're employing a channel lock. Now it's very hard to spin the shoulders when you stay back there. You would have to do that. Now, I can't do that. You might be able to do that. I physically can't do that. But you might be able... This is good for the wrist, guys, hitting out of this crabgrass. And Thomas Fraser said the other day, JH, are you allowed to have preferred lies in Australia? I think he was being a little facetious, but no, Thomas, we're not when we play golf. But when we're out here in the cow paddock and the boys haven't mowed it for me, and we've got the ubiquitous crabgrass here that can just rip all the bones off the tendons, it's so aggressive that I can't have the ball sitting right down in the ball, because I don't play short irons when I practice. This would be the shortest club I play, a 6 iron. I normally play 5 iron or 4 iron. So I take a little bit of license with this. So here we are. This is extreme here. Hands back here, pre-cock, and guys, 5 o'clock nose, and we're going to stay there. Now that's convoluted and that's overdone, but it's well done. Ball flight's fantastic, absolutely super. Just change the angle a little bit. I might actually hit a couple this way. Just give an idea of what it looks like this way. Hands back here. Look where I am here, guys. Wow, that's a good shot. Look at this, yeah. If you can get in that position, look. Weight's back here. Huh. That there is hanging out over my calf here. That's convoluted, but do that because you'll get the feel. That's just sensational golf shot. Sensational golf shot. Just can't get the weather condition here, guys, to show you the ball flight. You just don't see it here. I don't know why. It's an amazing thing here in Australia. Can't get the ball flight on the camera. Just there's no delineation of ball against sky. I just can't do it. I don't know why, but I just can't do it. Look at this grass. It's just unbelievable. Okay, I'll hit a full shot this way. Full counterbalance, soggy knees, lots of 5 o'clock nose, and extreme ball position. Normal ball position, step forward, don't do anything with the hands, full back cock, soggy knees, and there we go. That's it, guys. A lot of you guys say, I don't want to look like that, I look like a nutter. Well, you'll get your playing partners or people that play against you at your club pointing from other fairways. There's that nutter over there that just hit 18 greens last Saturday. See that guy with the crazy swing? He hit 18 greens. Mr. X, in the first game that he had when he went back to playing here 2 months ago, hit 18 greens in the round, first round. And there's a guy that retired golf 2 years earlier to that because he couldn't hit the golf course, let alone a green, with a conventional golf swing. So there it is. Okay, last shot. Here we are. Extreme ball position. Hand back here, preload, soggy knees, 5 o'clock nose, and hammer time. It's that simple, guys. Okay, guys, that's just some new stuff. Not new stuff, but reinforcing stuff. If I can get any contrast of vision, I'll hit some downrange here. Yeah, they were great, weren't they?